Yeah, we continue with English football here on the Sportsmax Zone. Earlier on Tuesday, the Carabao Cup entered its quarter-final round at the Emirates Stadium in London. Arsenal hosted League One outfit Sunderland. It was a 6-goal game, and we have those highlights.
Arsenal have scored 6 Premier League goals from corners this season. And that's a free header for Holding, and touched over the line by Eddie Nketiah. Pepe. Oh, beautifully done. Cedric. Pepe again! Goal for Arsenal! It's 2-0. Nicely done by Pritchard. Now, 3 up here for Sunderland. Can they time it right? Broadhead is through! And that's a fantastic finish to get Sunderland back into the tie. Arsenal lost it, and Pritchard set them on their way. Suddenly, 3 up here. Perfectly weighted pass through to Nathan Broadhead, who's on a season-long loan from Everton. And the Welsh striker gets his 8th of the season. Tavares to Balogun. Nuno Tavares has skipped away from his man Embleton. Good ball in! And there's Arsenal's 3rd goal. And Nketiah on target again. And Eddie Nketiah's love affair with the League Cup continues. 9 goals in 9 career League Cup ties. Brilliant from Nuno Tavares. And look how Nketiah nips in front of Doyle to tickle it in. Finding Xhaka, first contribution for him. Through ball from Odegaard was inch perfect for Pepe. Oh, breathtaking skill. Oh, look at that from Nketiah. A sensational hat-trick. Xhaka, good ball. Pepe. Oh, a chance for another one, and it's taken. Remember the name, Charlie Patino.
Yeah, pretty easy for Arsenal there against League One Sunderland. 14 goals in all competitions in the last 4 matches, Arsenal, and getting a fine result against a Sunderland team that didn't really offer too much, George.
Yeah, they were overmatched, overpowered by Arsenal. The fringe players, Nketiah, and the less seen Nicolas Pepe, relative to how he has been prominent in previous seasons, really turning the screw. And some good performances, especially from left-back, from Nuno Tavares, Lance. So Mikel Arteta would have been pleased that the men who are looking to force their way into the reckoning to start Premier League games gave him a lot to ponder with this performance, making Sunderland look like they're not in the same league, and of course they aren't.
Yeah, I know when they're beaten West Ham were down to 10, but they got 2 against West Ham, 4 against Leeds. So even against Premier League opposition, Arsenal have been showing the inclination to be fluent in attack and getting goals for Arteta.
Yeah, you know, when Solskjaer was still at Manchester United, the Arsenal fans always said, well, look, at least we have a manager who knows what he's doing, knows what he wants to do. There have been several wobbles since that statement, since that 1-0 at Old Trafford when Paul Pogba conceded the penalty which Hector Bellerin scored. There have been a few falls downs for Arsenal, some difficult periods. But guess what? I think the squad has settled down, and I think the treatment by Arteta of the captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has gone a long way to reinforcing his authority in the squad and to send a message to those senior players that, look, there'll be no free riders in this team. There'll be no freeloaders here. You have to pull your weight. If you don't pull your weight and you carry on with shenanigans off the field, you're going to be gone. Aubameyang is trading with the reserves at Arsenal. That shows how serious the coach is. And I think everyone has gotten that message, and they're playing very well right now. When they're rubbish, we are quick to say that the Gunners are rubbish, Lance. But right now, the Gunners are looking good.
Yeah, and you said something very important there, George, about players pulling their weight and the manager being assertive and being firm in what he wants from his team. And I think that has been for a lot of these years when Arsenal haven't been the Arsenal that we know they had been. That had been a huge problem where players weren't pulling their weight and they just seemed to be getting a free ride. And I don't think management was hard enough on the players, and ensuring that they deliver top quality performances. Arteta's body language from a distance doesn't appear as if he had been that kind of manager, but in recent weeks I think there are signs that he's showing that he's taking a grip on this team and demanding that the players perform because they have quality in their setup. They just need to deliver.
Yeah, and testament to the authority that he has in the squad, Lance. The revival of Alexandre Lacazette, a Frenchman who's out of contract in the summer. For large parts of last season and very early in this season, he looked to be drifting into oblivion. But he has found a new lease on life. The captain of the team now know that Aubameyang is no longer in the first team setup, and he looks to be something special. Gabriel Martinelli, a youngster who they've compared to the Brazilian Ronaldo, absolutely fantastic talent, fit and is playing out of his skin. Martin Odegaard has contributed some key goals in the Premier League in recent time. I tell you what, based on those players that Arteta has singing from the hymn sheet, Lance, they are in perfect voice right now, and from a Gunners perspective, long may it continue.
Yeah, okay, quarter-final action in the Carabao Cup in England will wrap up on Wednesday, and let's have a look at those matches that will be up midweek. Brentford at home to Chelsea, Leicester City travelling to Liverpool, and Tottenham against West Ham in a London clash. And which of those excites you, George?
Brentford, Chelsea, Lance. I don't know if you've seen Brentford this season. I saw them in the very first game of the season at home to Arsenal. It was a Friday night game. They absolutely ripped the Gunners apart with their tempo, and they've continued that tempo in the Premier League. If Chelsea bring a soft team there, I think the team won't be strongest, given that Thomas Tuchel doesn't have many COVID negative bodies to choose from. I think Brentford is going to win that game. I expect Liverpool to play well, and Spurs are on a high. They seem to have revived finally under the guidance of Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte's mark on Spurs, Lance, is evidenced by a performance from Dele Alli in that Liverpool game. I can't tell when was the last time I saw Dele Alli play a game of football so well. So if Antonio Conte can revive Dele Alli, then he can work magic. And I think the Spurs team is on the up, so I expect them also to play well. But of the three games, Brentford Chelsea is one that I'm really going to be paying a keen eye on. Yeah. And it's going to be an upset on the day. I think Brentford are going to beat Chelsea. Yeah.
Did I hear on the Liverpool game? I usually like your Liverpool comments, George.
Liverpool will do well.
That's it?
Yes.
Will do well against Leicester.
Yeah, they should beat Leicester. Leicester have been very much hot and cold, mostly cold.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Klopp's boys are the youngsters on the fringe.
Yes.
And this is a mark of a good coach. When you can bring youngsters into a team who play with such desire and skill, more than desire, such skill, because they want to be in the first team picture. That's when you know that the club is being well managed and the coach has the players playing at optimum. That's what Klopp does. That's what Guardiola does. That's what Ole did. And that's why he's no longer the manager at Manchester United. I expect Klopp's Liverpool to do well and win tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw one report before we end this segment about Tuchel likely to rest some of his big guns.
Yes.
And I wonder, based on that comment, that Timo Werner would be rested. Is he a big gun?
No, Lance, he said big guns. Right? Here's another moment in the sporting year 2021. Jamaican sprint hurdler Hansley Parchment, gold at the Olympics.
And the time has arrived now for the men's 110-meter hurdle final. There is the guy who has been the man leading up to these games and leading up to this final. Now he needs to be the man of the moment. Holloway, lane 4, first over the hurdles. He's stretching out. He has a lead. Now can they come up on him? Parchment running strong. He's into second. Is he going to get Holloway at it? Yes! It's an upset. Hansel Parchment in 13:05 across the line to upset Grant Holloway. Olympic bronze in 12, Olympic gold in 2020. A fantastic flight, and he kept Holloway close enough that he could make that push over the final 3 hurdles. But a stunner in the hurdles as the world champ is now the silver medalist. Gold to Hansel Parchment.